Top half of the first region concludes with Monique.
Here now with senior Dana Costello. Again, the Monmouth women's soccer team, they now know their NCAA tournament destination. They're going to Penn State. Dana, why don't you talk about it real quick? I know the Hawks have played at Penn State before, obviously a new challenge for you. What are your thoughts on the matchup?
I'm very excited. I'm excited to play in their facility and play against some of the top players in the country. It's definitely, an exciting experience, and we're ready to play some top competition and to show that, our record isn't something to, take lightly, and all of our stats, our defense being in the top in the country and multiple things that that we can play with the big dogs, and we're ready, for that challenge.
Dana, you mentioned some of those numbers and stats, and you specifically as more of an attack-minded player. Going into a matchup like this, what are you trying to do individually as a group, also moving forward to get some scoring chances against the Nittany Lions?
I think it can't just be, the offense trying to score. I think we need to move as a unit. I think it needs to start, from the defense, moving the ball forward to the midfield and up top to our, our three attackers. I think that we really need to score early, and we need to score, when we have our opportunities, because we're not going to be getting 25 shots a game against them. And I think if we can give our defense a little bit of a cushion, then I think they're going to perform, great, because they have all year, and they're playing one of the best players in the country in Maya Hayes, who has about 20 goals this season. So I think the more that we can help them relax and let them play, the better off the game's going to be.
Now speaking with senior defender Kim Clemmer, getting her thoughts on the Hawks' big matchup with Penn State in the first round of the upcoming NCAA tournament. And Kim, the defense has been great all season long. How do you continue that play now moving forward into NCAA play against Penn State?
Well, I mean, it's been working for us all year. I think the biggest thing is just to stick to what we've been doing and stick to the little things. And all year we've been focusing on just the small stuff, like supporting each other and having the right angles of support. And I think all that stuff is going to be really important, especially when you're playing, the top players in the country.
The defense has been great all season long. Is it something that, once you guys get on kind of that ride of momentum, is that in the back of your mind, or is each game new challenge? Because to go from regular season to MAC tournament to now NCAA tournament, does the focus change at all, or is it the same thing that we've seen all year?
No, I don't think the focus changes. I think we approach every game with the same mentality that, we do have these shutouts under our belt, but we can't take any game lightly. So every game is the same amount of focus. Each team we're not going to take lightly, and it's just going to carry on. Same with the focus on the little things like before, and that's going to carry us through.
Final question for you. If the Monmouth defense that you've been a part of for so long now, if they do points A, B, and C, you'll be successful. What are those couple things that we should keep an eye on this weekend against Penn State that your unit will look to do?
I think the biggest thing is going to be angles of support. If someone makes a mistake, having their back and shutting it down there. It's probably going to be blocking shots. We want to give our keeper the best success, and to do that, we have to limit their shots. So blocking those is going to be very important. And then a third, I think it'll just, be one-on-one defending. They have one of the best players in the country, and I think it's going to take a lot, but all of our defenders are good, and I'm confident with them on one-on-one with anyone.
Here with senior Monique Plescia, we know Monmouth's destination now at Penn State, first round of the NCAA tournament. Monique, before we talk about that, we have to talk about how you got there. Great regular season, great tournament win in the MAC. It's Monmouth's first season in the conference. Talk about what it means to win the new conference, year one in there, and then earning this NCAA bid.
I think it was really important to go into the MAC and make a great first impression. We wanted to show them that we came there to play and we're not somebody to look over. So going in and being undefeated in conference play and winning 3 games in 4 days, it was a really big accomplishment, and we really needed that going to the NCAA tournament.
And it has to be a unique challenge. You have this great regular season, and then you go down to Florida, 3 soccer games in 4 days. Not easy. Why don't you talk about that, how your team was able to rebound so quickly from one game to the other, ultimately winning the championship?
That was definitely a hardship because we haven't faced that really since high school and club soccer. So this was the first time in 4 years, for me at least, that we've had more than 1 or 2 games within that span of time. And it really came down to our fitness. We stayed fit ever since preseason, constantly working our hardest at practice every single day, so we would be able to go out and compete each day at the tournament.
And now you go into this first round matchup at Penn State. Talk about what this challenge presents to you and your teammates, again, in this first round of the NCAAs.
We're really excited for it because for our seniors, it's our first time ever going to the NCAA tournament. We've been working at this since freshman year, and it's something to really look forward to, and I'm excited.
Well, Monique, I know I speak for all of us here with the athletic department. Good luck on Friday against the Nittany Lions. Thank you for a few minutes.
Thank you.
At senior Monique Plescia, her and the Hawks, they know their tournament destination now. They'll be at Penn State, State College, Pennsylvania in the first round of the NCAA tournament. That game to be contested on Friday. For all of the information leading up to that match, keep things right here at GoMUHawks.com.